of Sanji my ass! Yeah, I had to say that. Sorry, I'm just so freaking upset right now. And how many chapters are left? 9? I mean, the year is not over yet, but is it 9 chapters left before this year is over? And are you telling me Sanji is not going to kick his motherfucking family's ass? Sorry. This is only a rant video, not a review video, because, again, I am so upset. Hi, for those who are watching, it is I, the Despair Reviewer, Angry Enemy Fan. Why am I upset? Well, this chapter wasn't really that trash. It was a good beginning, but a very bad ending. Not exactly completely true. It was good. Only thing I didn't like was once again Sanji was the wolf effect shoe toy! Lost to his brother, and he got even more badly hurt when he fought against Jaji. So what, are you telling me these children actually are more powerful than Jaji? Although a lot of questions were answered, and let me tell you, the truth is still so very, very horrible that the Vinsmokes just keep getting nauseating. Although we finally got one thing that is pretty exciting. I've been wondering if Jaji now and Jerma has such advanced technology, shouldn't they have been a competition to Vegapunk? Well, the thing is, they actually once worked with Vegapunk, or should I say, Vegapunk and Jaji was once part of an illegal research team that studied something called the lineage factor. I think we have heard that thing one previous time. Didn't Law said that that's how Vegapunk invented these artificial devil fruit, or that artificial devil fruit, by studying the lineage factor? And according to Jonji, that's the blueprints of life. But the world government caught wind of that and arrested Vegapunk. What we know that he is not arrested, he's working for them. Is this all the more hinting that Vegapunk is not a mad scientist, and that he may very well be an ally of the revolutionary? Because if the government arrested him, that means that they once again do not want enormous technology to exist, but they still forced Vegapunk to work for them. Why? Why would they do that? Is it because they could just see that they could benefit from what Vegapunk did? My guess is this lineage is a way to create devil fruit powers without actually consuming a devil fruit. And Jaji escaped from that illegal and managed to study it long enough to be able to create these clones. But here's the kicker. These clone paws, as Johnny tells them are actually not aware that they are clones, despite that so many look exactly like each other, have sunglasses and so many things more. These so-called clone paws have no freaking idea that they are clones. I mean, I begin to think this is why the Germa have such a loyalty to the Vinsmokes, because they are programmed for that. But if they do not know that they're clones, does that mean they are not programmed and they are just simply that stupidly loyal? Or is this like brainwashing loyalty? You know, I mean, where you do not know what you are, but as soon as one command gets answered, they immediately do it without a second thought. Maybe it's like that. Maybe they do have programs inside themselves, and and must obey them. But I wonder what they will say when they find out they're all clones. I guess this all the more hints that maybe the Germa soldiers really will become allies of the Straw Pirates. Of course, Sanji is disgusted, and then Ichi and Niji appears. Sanji kicks Niji in the face, but even though that bends his eyes and flips him over, he still flips that back in. Ichi does some fret, and then suddenly Ichiji appears behind Sanji, holds him up, and then kicks him in the back, knees him in the back with electricity. Apparently that is not a devil fruit, and that we will get that sooner. And then Sanji falls on the ground, defeated and hurt. As the three brothers just continue to mock Sanji, calling him the dud, we see more of Sanji's past. And here is where I am blowing off my steam. Why? Why do you still have to make Sanji a Wolf Effect shoe toy? It's not funny. I mean, I was this close once again to almost dropping One Piece and to drop Sanji as my favorite Straw Hat. But after reading the English translation, that did not work. But I'm literally crying. I mean, I wanna cry. Come on, Uda. Yes, I'm not calling you sensei right now. Are you telling me Sanji is not gonna kick his family's ass? From this flashback alone, he needs to do this! Okay, now that that's done, we see more of Sanji's past, although, to be frank, that I didn't need to see that. I actually thought that that all of his children were genetically modified children, but no, apparently not. They were all normal children, but they were genetically modified, and Sanji were of course the only one who couldn't keep up, much to the frustration of all the others. And and apparently we see something more of Reiju here. According to the scientist, the one who saw everything that we saw long ago, the children have outer skeletons that have modified into their bodies, and that's how they gained good strength that will continue to do it. But Sanji, on the other hand, did not have that, according to the doctor. While the other were successfully modified into becoming superhuman, Sanji was simply a regular human, much to Jaji's anger. It's during this time that apparently Sanji used to feed to mice. And it's also for the first time that Jaji mentions his mother, saying something like, "There's nothing to gain from following the legacy of the dead." Is that implying that Sanji's mom was a cook and passed on the first dream of cooking to Sanji? In fact, how did the mother even die? I guess in the end, Sanji's loved one that he lost was his mother. Of course, Yaji just keeps on doing all this. And during this flashback, apparently that Riju seems to hint that she really does care for Sanji, and the only reason she's laughing against Sanji is because, well, she doesn't want to be bullied herself. So what? Are you telling me that that bitch Riju actually might be a good character after all? No, I don't think so. I think she's manipulative. I mean, she's snobby and she's snooty, and she believes in might is right. There's no way that kind of person is a good character. But are you telling me she's the only one that actually have felt pity for Sanji, is only hiding it? I don't know. And after that, well, Jaji staged his execution and then locked Sanji in the dungeon wearing an iron mask, effectively making Sanji the prince. That you know the story, the man with the iron mask, locking up in the dungeon and then pretending he died because, well, he was just such a waste of space. So I am saying, Jaji, you just keep becoming scum. I don't care even if you study Vegapunk or how much genius you are. It's clear you only want for yourself. In fact, even when he said to the children, "You are meant to carry on the legacy of my dreams," that just further proves how depraved Jaji is, and the Germa and the Vinsmokes. The fact that they say that they can clone these people all over again, even though many will grow in about 1 year or so. It's just more to show that they have no regard for life. But this, as I said before, this was only a rant. But there was one single thing that is a bit exciting of this. But that is actually thrown out of the window. Look, everything from this flashback, including the flashback from Sanji long ago, Sanji was a dud. That's what they said. A failure and didn't even survive the harsh training. So how did he become this strong? I mean, I don't believe Sanji is strong anymore because he's a Wolf Effect chew toy. But still, before he was a Wolf Effect chew toy, Sanji was legitimately strong. So what does that mean? They say he's a normal human. The other Vinsmoke children are genetically modified, and because of the training they've done as children to adults, they have become stronger. But Sanji is then what we can call naturally strong. In fact, there was something we know here. The children are genetically modified. I think that's how they can have these poisonous pink and things like that, because they are modified to have devil fruit-like abilities. In fact, maybe even that's the reason why Sanji can do his Diabli Jambe, because he is modified. But then again, they said he was a normal human. But I think because of Seth's training, Sanji actually broke the limits that were set on him and became naturally strong. Therefore, Sanji should be stronger than his siblings, because he naturally gained strength. He wasn't modified and survived harsh training. No, he survived he survived harsh environment and then got strong through training alone. And he even survived 2 years on a hell full of Okamas. Sanji should be naturally strong and stronger than all this Vinsmoke, but no! He's still being thrown around like a ragdoll. So, as again, the Vinsmokes are still depraved. What will happen to Sanji? I have no freaking idea. I think we'll get one more chapter before Sanji will... Ura goes on a break. It still doesn't answer how Sanji escaped from his Vinsmoke family. But, and Reiju, just who the hell are you? Give me your thoughts if you have any.